Hello everyone, it's MisterStubstep, and today I'm going to take you through a little tour through the decades, the collectible market located in Louisville, Kentucky. This is a grand card shop, as you can see, massive sprawling space to play games and everything like that. They have a section for vendors to kind of come and go. This is the sports section, and you see how big this Pokemon section is? They have like the same size section for Yu-Gi-Oh! And probably even bigger for Magic the Gathering. They have a ton of sealed product just behind the cabinets, and that kind of goes all along the wall. They have like 30 or 40 other cabinets that have all different like collectibles and video games and like pops and all that stuff. And then they have a massive amount of singles to select, at least ultra rares and higher. And here they just have all different generations, all divided by color or type. And it was just amazing. I came by to start working on my Fusion Strike master set, and it more than fit the bill. It had pretty much every single reverse holo that I needed except like a couple. And then I could have gotten on like almost all the ultra rares, but I didn't want to spend that much money. But just so many cool cards here. You can see how each of them are kind of like in their own plastic container, the cards. And within that container, there can be up to 20, 30 cards of just the same type. Or if it's the same card, all the different rarities of that same card. So you could have the full art, the regular V, the rainbow, all within the same thing, kind of organized. And it was just so well organized, so nice to look at. It was kind of like a dream come true. Their sealed product was a little on the pricey end, but their singles are right along the market price, like on TCG Player. So it was very easy to know exactly what you're going to pay for stuff and not be surprised. And then they also had everything super well organized by set. So you can see them all labeled by set here. And then within the box, they had it divided up by card. And this was Fusion Strike, so they weren't like written labeled yet, but in all of the older sets, they actually had the names of the cards in alphabetical order. And then here they have a whole bunch of vintage product, which I've never seen this much vintage product before. Even some legendary collection booster boxes. They have all their big hitters in like their main display case. They have a bunch of shining cards. They have Staff Lugia, Shadowless Charizard, and then all the gold stars you could ever want. There actually isn't a gold star Charizard, but there's the Umbreon, Rayquaza, and all of that. Now we can go over all the cards that I got from Through the Decades today. Look at these fat stacks. These are all cards that I need for my Fusion Strike master set. Exclusively all Fusion Strike cards. And I paid a little over $60 for these. I'll have a better breakdown when I get to the individual cards. But let me just say, if I were to get this many cards through TCG Player, eBay, any other means, it would probably be 3-4 times that amount, because of the shipping and just being able to get everything from one place was amazing. Hopefully, you know, the photos in the beginning were somewhat entertaining. And maybe you just skip to this part to see what cards I got. That's fine too. So basically, I just went through that entire bulk box, and I just went through. I took photos. So I have the PoCollector app for all the cards that I'm missing, but then I took photos of every single page in my binder to know which reverse holos that I was missing. So I'll go through these pretty quickly, but I got all these reverse holos, and I guess I'll count them at the end, or maybe have a number below since I would have already counted, just to know how much it ended up being per card. But jeez, there's so freaking many. All right, I can barely hold these in my hand, but it was just so nice. This Fusion Strike is very large as far as the common to rare cards go, so it resulted in a lot more uncommon or reverse holos, but then that also results in a somewhat cheaper set. It just takes up a lot of space. I did get this Latios pre-release promo, which was kind of neat. It was thrown in there. I was tempted to just kind of hide it in the stack, so maybe they'd bulk it out, but then because everything was so well organized, I felt bad like doing that. So I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to let him know. And I think he still only ended up charging me like a couple bucks for it or something. I mean, I don't imagine it goes for that expensive, but he didn't think it was too big of a deal. Love that Snorlax. Love all these cards, and it's just so crazy to have this many like reverses all in one, and a lot of their stacks had so many reverse holos. I was not able to find every single reverse holo that I needed. I think I'm still missing maybe 4 or 5 max, but it's just unheard of to be able to walk into a place and be able to just walk out with a master set. Like, that's essentially what I did, and it's pretty awesome. Well, master set of like reverses and everything. And if I needed, you know, the non-holo versions, they had those too, which I'm sure you saw a few holos and stuff in there. I'll actually save the ultra rares for last. It did bother me that they didn't really give me any sleeves for all of them, but I mean, they're a place that have like bulk, you know, WotC holos in a freaking 5,000 card box that are just like chilling. Okay, I'm gonna split this because it's so hard to freaking hold. But yeah, there was a lot of kids there, so it was kind of difficult to for the ultra rares to get a bunch of them at the same time, because, you know, it's near the holiday season, and you know, I want kids to have their chance to be able to pick out all the cards and all that stuff, because, I mean, as you saw, they had so many displays. But yeah, I ended up just organizing these cards because, like, I pulled them all out by color because I have everything organized alphabetically, of course. And then I had nothing else to do, so I just started ordering them. Like right here, I didn't have Feraligatr at all, so I got the reverse and the holo version, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's gonna feel so good to fill up my binder with these. The only thing that's gonna be annoying is putting reverse holos into TCG Player. The app is actually kind of obnoxious, because if you already have the card, then, at least not that I'm aware of, maybe someone out there can teach me, but you have to like put the reverse in and then add the regular version of the card back in again. Like, you can't just add the reverse by itself because it automatically defaults to, yeah, I didn't have Vikavolt either. Oh, there's another Vikavolt in the photo. That's kind of cool. They're flying really high. It's funny because Vikavolt is an electric Pokemon, but it's actually really slow, but it has really good special attack, at least in the video games. Didn't have Galarian Cursola at all either. The reverse Deoxys. That's all 3 different battling types, which is awesome. And then now we can get into the ultra rares, which are pretty awesome. I think, so I paid 30 for that stack, and then including the Latios, and then these, so I'll count these up, have an average, and then these, I guess the remainder, because it was 62 before tax, so all of these are $32. So I guess I'll do $32 for this stack right here, and then I will do each of the prices of the cards individually, so you can kind of see per card and then versus how much each of these individual cards is worth. So Tyranitar V, not sure why they threw another Tyranitar in this set, but hey. Lucario V, kind of bland, just 1 attack, 120 damage, nothing else, no abilities, anything. This is such a cool card in my opinion. One of the best looking VMAXs. I thought Cinderace VMAX's design was so cool, and I'm glad that I was able to get this. We got Greninja V. We have Inteleon V. Nice. We have Inteleon VMAX. I think this one was like $7. I think it was the most expensive ultra rare that I got, which still isn't bad. Like, come on. Got the Pikachu V. They did throw Pikachu into this set too, because why not? Bolton V. Crabominable V Full Art. Probably really hard to pull, but very affordable. Greedent V Full Art. It's pretty much the same story. We got the Chandelure VMAX. Nice. We have the Chandelure V Full Art. Nice. That is actually a very beautiful card. And, oh, that's actually the last one, so we'll finish strong with that Chandelure V Full Art. Why do I feel like I have this one already? I don't know. Maybe I've seen somebody pull it before and I got excited. But yeah, overall, really good condition. It was just crazy to see them have this many high dollar cards just in boxes and boxes. Like, I was just so amazed. So let me know if this was a good pickup or not. I didn't grab everything that I possibly could have grabbed. I was trying to control myself a little bit, and I thought $60, that's usually what I spend like on a TCG Player order. So I was like, I think that'll be an appropriate amount to spend on this many singles. But yeah, definitely will fill up my binder. It makes it way easier than, you know, trying to find a seller on TCG Player that has, you know, more than like a few cards. So I don't have to order, you know, 1 card from like 50 different sellers. I can just order, you know, 10 cards from 1 seller and save on shipping. Or I can just go to this store, walk in, grab the cards that I want, see their physical condition, and then walk out with them. So very convenient. In summary, really cool place for all TCGs and, you know, collectibles in general. I wouldn't go there for sealed products because it's like market price plus being marked up slightly. But singles, they're pretty spot on with the market price. So if you're fine with where the market's at, definitely worthy of picking up some singles from there. So if you're in the area, I highly recommend you checking it out. I think this and Cardinal Gaming are like the only main card shops, at least close to me. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite photo was or what your favorite card was. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.